training you, then you put a lot more effort into it. But if you're half in, half out, you're like, oh, I don't know if this guy knows what he's doing, or I don't know if I really want to play basketball, or I don't know if, this is hard, it doesn't feel good, I'm not excited about it, etc., etc., you're not going to see the same progress that you would if you were bought in 100%. And that's probably the hardest part about anything in life, is being sold out in your mind and in your heart, right? Making sure that this is what I want to do, I'm committed, and I'm going to see it through to the end. Especially now in this area, even where you guys have so many options where, if you don't like something, you can quit and you have access to another sport or another hobby or another team, even another school. Like, today's culture is all about going to wherever you're comfortable or you're going to get what you want. When in reality, there's a lot to be said about having grit and being locked in and being bought in to what it is that you're doing and where you're at. Does that make sense, guys?
Yes, sir.
So today, right, and tomorrow, shooting is one of the most tedious skills that you can build. Like, dribbling is easy, even defense, you can sprint, run, defense is all effort. Shooting is probably the most tedious thing about it.
Just a light jog. Get your arms moving.
Go.
Give the passer a target, right? Get my hands ready to catch and shoot the basketball, and finally holding my follow through. Every single time you shoot the basketball, it's non-negotiable. Especially as you're young, right? And you're still learning how to become a better shooter. Like each and every one of you are. Does everyone understand that?
Yes, sir.
It's those small details that are going to be the difference between you making and missing shots consistently. I could guarantee everybody in here has had a game or a time playing in your backyard or with your friends where you feel like you couldn't miss a shot. Probably doesn't happen that often though. But I can also guarantee if you're putting in the work, really working on your form, like we do with you guys at these camps and clinics, that you will be a better shooter, a more consistent shooter. So you're not making 100% of your shots, but when you're going to the free throw line, you're making 75, 80% or above, right? When you're getting open shots in the game, you're making 45% or above, right? 50% or above. Even the best shooters in the world don't, make 50% of the threes. Absolutely not.
48%.
And these are the best shooters in the world who get hundreds of shots a day, okay? But focus on these small details, okay? Like I told you at the beginning, you are responsible for getting better.
Yes,
not your parents, not your coaches. If you want to become a better basketball player, you have all the resources at your disposal. He knows where I want the ball. I step into it, 1, 2, then I'm shooting. Pass it here, pass it here. Snap that way. Not like this. I don't want to say
Left foot shot. Oh, not good. Left foot catch, right foot shot. Left foot, boom, boom. Good. That was a great rep. Nicely done. On the block. Straight up. When they get to the front of the line, they still don't know what they're supposed to be doing. Very rarely, right, we have one kid who's in the back of the line who you see when we're giving instructions, because we're paying attention. We're dealing with one position. We're paying attention to what's going on the sideline and the back. And there's always one kid, typically the kid who's the hungriest, who works the hardest, who's in the back, practicing the things that we're talking to the person at the front about. And then when they get up, we don't have to give them those instructions. We're giving them tips and feedback. The other thing is to ask questions, right? I can't tell my left from my right. There's so many tricks, right? You can hold your hands up. You can change a lace on your left shoe. You can put a tag on it, etc., etc. Mark it up. Don't make excuses. And finally, to Coach Damien's point, we can always tell who's putting the work in, right? Everybody comes into the gym. I've been practicing, but you look like the exact same player. Just coming out here and shooting around is not practicing. If you don't understand what you need to do to work out and see results, ask questions. Does everybody understand that? Yes, sir. All right? So just because you think you're working doesn't mean you are. Right? Just getting into the gym for an hour and playing around isn't like what
In the middle of the floor. So we start out going to the right. So if I was receiving the pass going this way, okay, I would be going this way. Okay? Left, right. When I'm receiving the pass from the right way, typically I'm going to go right, left. Okay, does everyone understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, so we're starting out with just one dribble, okay, focusing on creating as much separation as we can on that one dribble. You don't have to create a ton of space, okay, especially when we incorporate the shot fake or the jab. You know, those moves, if they're done correctly, are going to give you enough space to get your shot off unchallenged, okay? Especially if you're doing them right, okay? Does everyone understand that? All you got to do is create enough space to get your shot off, okay? We want you being balanced. We want you getting the ball up, right? Shooting the basketball, holding your follow through, right? Shoot it straight, get it over the rim. Two simple things we always want you to focus on. Shoot it straight, get it over the rim. Okay, coach, anything?
Don't be so stressed out about how fast you guys are going right now, okay? You guys saw Coach Damien, he's not going fast, but he's smooth, and that shot's gonna work against a lot of players when you're doing it at the right pace and at the right moment. And then you notice we're working on the cross step. So cover some ground like he said, but don't be in a rush and don't try to go as fast as you can. Be more concerned with the details. Take your time, do it the right way. Does everybody understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right? If you go fast and travel, there's no point. If you go fast and you're not balanced, you chuck the ball off the side of the backboard, there's no point. Take your time, be smooth, be on balance, shoot a good shot. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Perfect, all right, stay wide, grip. 1, 2, right here, and I'm ready to shoot. That's how it should be done. So get exactly how it was. I want you to copy. Look at where my feet are pointing. Look at where everything is going. Look at everything I'm doing is right. I want you to go like pass. 1, 2. So copy exactly what I just did. That's right. Good. Not bad. Let's make some shots. Get a little calmer. Hold for the ball too. Closed mouths don't get fed.
So I'm gonna take you down if you run. Don't run. Go through it. Good.
All right, my 3. 1, 2, 3.